And back again with another retro shelf unboxing and a book I've been waiting a little while to get. So let's open her up. If you follow the channel, you know I unboxed The Inside Story of Commodore by David Pleasance, and he's now written a follow-up series, and this is Vultures, From Vultures to Vampires, Volume 1, 1995 to 2004, a tale of struggle and adversity in the fight to keep the Amiga alive. Credited to David John Pleasance and Trevor Dickinson. So, From Vultures to Vampires is the fascinating true account of what happened to Commodore after the fateful New York auction sale of 1995. With tantalising highs and depressing lows, this book tells of the key corporations and individuals who fought to resurrect Commodore's... With fascinating highs and depressing lows, this book tells of the key corporations and individuals who fought to resurrect Amiga's fortunes. It reveals the complicated journey taken by the sought-after trademarks, patents, copyrights and lawsuits, and highlights the dedicated and passionate people who refused to let a dream die. Featuring extensive research and illuminating interviews, From Vultures to Vampires reports on the few successes and many failures, and attempts to untangle the complex history of a once towering computer icon. And as you can see from the selection of logos here of the many companies and efforts to continue the Amiga's legacy. So David himself obviously wrote Commodore The Inside Story and took part in the Viva Amiga documentary, and Volume 2 is being pre-ordered now. So as you can see, this is a signed copy from David, dedicated to his first wife and sons, sister, husband, siblings, and second wife and daughter. So forward, an Amiga bill about this book, David and Trevor, and then the contents: the end, the beginning, or the beginning, the end, a new hope, looking for a saviour, the Force Awakens, not everything was black and white, a tangled web, Millennium Bug, Millennium Milestone or Millstone, Amiga Next Generation, Division Litigation and Self-Destruction, Circles in Spirals, Wheels Within Wheels, and then a list of backers. So the prologue talking about Commodore and obviously ESCOM, the German company, were the first to try and bid for the rights, taking over Amiga technology. They were bought up shops in the UK and tried to make a go of PC. They're talking about new Amiga models. Painting just passed there. The Amiga Walker prototype, which is now well known. Hahn and Partner. A New Hope. Viscor buys the Amiga. More financial woes, more of the people involved. Macro Systems. ColecoVision. Pius. No Risk, No Fun. Talking about the start of WinUAE and emulation. Looking for a Saviour. Gateway 2000. And their famous cow insignia. And the POS CD-ROM. Transitional Amiga. CD32 expansion there. The A6000. That might have been the Force Awakens. MyTech track and trace technology, Easy Towers, building Amiga towers. Glittersoft, Inside Out, Amiga on a PCI card. World of Amiga, BOS and QNX. The Amiga OS, running in Amiga Forever there. Tulip Computers, who launched the Webbit based on the C64. The classic picture of Andy Warhol and Debbie Harry from the Amiga's official launch. The RTG cards. AmigaOS 3.1. So you can see it's telling the whole story, everything we can bring back about a very troubled period in the Amiga's life, but at least it was still going, and magazines still trying to cover, keep people up to date. The Boxer. Will the real next generation Amiga OS please stand up? Amiga OS 3.5. Millennium Bug. Amino Development. Will they save the Amiga? Amiga Inc. Reborn. Amiga OS 3.5 and then 3.9. The Millenniums. Could it be in set-top boxes? Could there be new machines? Morph OS. There we have the Americana Industries Tsunami Tower Multimedia Concept System. So if you don't know what that is, you need to read the book. Amiga DE player, Amiga Active still going. And now more next generation. Amiga DE capable devices. The O2 XDA and Sendo Z100 there, trying to run Amiga. Morph OS again, talking about Amiga 1.5. Official Amiga OS 4.0. More on emulation. More on the software that's being created. And unfortunately, division, litigation and self-destruction. More troubled times ahead. Looking at the Amiga 1. Challenges over the ownership of the rights, the PowerPC architecture. More on emulation. PowerPC OS. Circles in spirals, wheels within wheels. The Micro Amiga 1. The Amiga 1A1C, which came with Amiga 4.0. KMOS Inc. Developer CD for Amiga OS 4 and Morph OS talking about here. Amiga Forever from Coanto. And then a list of the Kickstarter backers. So, then adverts for Volume 2, the Centre for Computing History in Cambridge, the Home Computer Museum in the Netherlands, the Northwest Computer Museum, which is hoping to open, the Retro Computer Museum in Leicester, and trailer for Commodore, The Inside Story, the book, and the Blu-ray and DVD, Amiga Future, ebooks coming soon. So there we go, a quick look through From Vultures to Vampires, Volume 1, the Kickstarter for Volume 2 unfortunately failed to reach its target recently, but the books should be the Kickstarter for Volume 2 unfortunately failed to reach its target recently, but the pre-orders for Volume 2 should be live on the site www.davidpleasance.com. So now I've had time to read through the book, Volume 1, 1995 to 2004, and placed my pre-order for Volume 2. I thought I'd give you a quick review, a taste of what it's like. And it really is a tangled story with so many changes of ownership, so many lawsuits and financial problems. And it's important to look at the whole Amiga story now in terms of what were difficult economic times in those years, with the PC market oversaturated by the late 90s, the dot-com bubble, which quickly burst, and the economic stresses and worldwide problems caused after the September 11th attacks. So David and Trevor do a brilliant job of describing the many ins and outs of what happened, and particularly concentrating on many of the machines and projects that didn't come to fruition, the vapourware, which is something the Amiga struggled with constantly in these few years. And there's also some good insights into the software side of things, as new games and new productivity software happen, and of course the very important development of emulation, both of the classic Amiga and then going forward with other versions. It's interesting how closely too the story of the Amiga is tied in with other manufacturers. We have at one point Microsoft funding, and at others being closely aligned to Macintosh and the Mac clones with the PowerPC architecture. At times I did feel the book got a little bogged down in trying to describe the specifications and features of the machines that were being launched, and particularly with some of the add-on cards. That does make quite long sections of text where all you're dealing with is specs and numbers. But it does show how quickly and rapidly things were changing and how the hardware itself changed. And by the end of the book you get a feeling for the fact that people still wanted Amiga, people were still interested in Amiga, and if there was a way to get new hardware to market alongside the developments of the OS, then there would still be a market. In the end, it's only the first half of the story, and I need to read the second volume to find out more. But once again, well done to David and Trevor for tackling a complex subject and really getting across the passion. It feels once again as if what might have been with Commodore UK under David Pleasance and Colin Proudfoot trying to take over the assets after the Commodore bankruptcy might have been the way forward. They might have been the true guardians of the Amiga spirit at that time. But we'll never know. At least now we're left in a position with new Amiga hardware, new Amiga software being developed constantly, and still a strong interest in the machine and its past. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Keep watching the channel for more retro shelf videos. Like, share and subscribe. Comment below. Support me on Ko-fi. And I'll see you in the next video. Keep it retro.